Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad to have you here. Today we'll be looking at the February Tomica release, and on the left side we can see this is the Subaru Samba cake truck, which is in purple. And we also have the regular release, which is the Nissan Fairlady Z Nismo in two color specifications, which is white, and the first color release, which is like a grayish signature Nismo color. And on the right side, we have the premium of Tomica, which is the Morris Mini, not Rover Mini, not Mini Cooper, Morris Mini. And on the middle, I finally did it. I bought the transporter of the Tomica premium lineup. And this is a FT2, and which means I have to get it because it is a FT2. So without less to say, let's get started with our first car, which is this Subaru Samba cake truck. So this is the Subaru Samba cake truck. So you can see it is painted in a very nice pastel purple color. And this is the car. And you can see there's a cake boxes in the rear. I will show you in a bit. You can pop this thing off. So here's take a look around the signature Subaru emblem in the front. Plastic headlight, very nice. And this truck is very detailed, looks way better than I expected it to be. And I think these are some Italian words on the thing. It said premium quality something Tomica. Not going to even attempt it. I don't want to offend any Italians in my Italian viewers. So anyway, so how do you pop this thing off? It is so easy. You just take this off, that's it. And you can see it says happy birthday on the cake. And I think this is a very brilliant idea from Tomica, because why? When the parents, they want to buy their kids a birthday gift, so you can just literally just buy this truck. It's literally on there, happy birthday. So clever. But there's a warning. Never hold this car with this, because it just pops right off. So you have to handle this car with the front instead. So this car came with the standard suspension, and it is a 55 scale car based on the number 107, the Subaru Samba, which is a flower truck. And now moving on to the second one, which is the Fairladies, and we'll be looking at the regular release. And wow, oh wow, this thing is sharp. Look at the ground clearance. It is so low to the ground, a proper sports car. And the color, it is absolutely gorgeous. It is so sharp, and you can see the pearlescence on it. It is not a a solid color. It's a metallic white, a pearl white metallic color. Very nice, very high quality indeed. And you can see the headlights. They are not painted, they are plastic, right? And you can also see the Nismo logo on the grille. Very nice, good stuff from Tomica. And you can see we have the C logo on here and the aluminum trim on the side. The contrast is not that big on here, but on the first color car you'll see in a bit. The aluminum trim, the silver trim will look way more outstanding on that car. And in the rear you can see the Fairladies writing, Nissan badge, and the Nismo. And that's the factory. The quality control hasn't been that good lately, so that's a scratch from the factory, but that's okay. Let's give the car a patina. So this is the Fairladies Nismo, and interestingly, it is not based on the regular Nismo based, and you can see that it wrote Fairladies in Nismo instead of the Fairladies, and is assigned to the number 88, and the scale is quite big. This car actually is a 57 scale. And this car comes with standard suspension. Hands down, this is, well, plot twist actually, but this is my favorite car of the month's release. I'm not the biggest C guy, I'm not the biggest fan of the Fairladies. I think it's okay. I think it's a cool car, but this thing is just so cool. It's out of my expectation. It is so good. And here's the first color. You can see the signature Nismo color. I don't have the GTL Nismo from the last year release to do a comparison on the color, but you can see, I reckon it's a bit darker actually, but you can see it's very similar to the white car. And if you really like the, the signature Nismo color, this is a must go for you, because you can see the silver trim, it pops very nicely here, and the suspension and the details are just basically identical to the normal release. So here you go. These are the the 3 regular release of the month. And now let's move on to the premium car. So the premium car really caught me off guard as well. Check this out. This is a Morris Mini by Tomica, the Tomica Premium. And at first I saw it on the website, I still have some conservative comments about this car. I think it still looks a bit funny to my eyes back then, but now I got the car on hand and this is absolutely gorgeous. The wheels may be a little bit funny, but I think it's okay. I can bear with that. And you can see here's the grille. It almost like the the chrome trim on the real car. I still find the bumper is a bit too too fat on the car. Like this part is not like cut through like on the on the thumbnail of the thing. But understandable. It is acceptable, this quality. And the headlights, they're clear, they're not painted. Very nice. And here's the car. Let's take a look around. It says Morris Cooper. Yeah. And here's the middle exhaust, very iconic on the Mini. And it has no any features. And it is a 50 scale car, which is quite funny, I think. But what do I think about this car? In comparison to some Matchbox car, I will get the first color first, in the meantime. Compared to the Matchbox car, they are, the chrome trim, they are so lazy with it. So like on the Matchbox car, it's more like a pure plastic. But on Tomica, it is like some, I don't know, craft ABS something mixed together. I think it's quite nice. And here's the first color, which is in the green color, which may know as the British racing green. And here's the Morris Cooper once again, and the middle exhaust. Very nice, good stuff. 150 scale, and they roll very well. And so these are the premium for this month. And let's get this one lined up properly, because we'll be having the Transporter now. Here we go. This is the Transporter. So let's look at the truck first. We'll get to the car in a bit. So here's the Honda truck. It's just a regular truck. There's no branding on it. It's a bit boring, honestly. You can make it into like some mad Japanese style, with like those crazy bumper and the crazy mirrors and all that. I have seen someone do it online. It's very nice. And here's the trailer, and this is so vertical that it is physically impossible to load a car in it, because you can see there's no ground clearance. Even on the Subaru, you cannot do that. So doesn't make sense. Need some imagination to play with this thing. Yep, it just floats onto that. Anyway, that is the truck. It has nothing underneath it. It has nice weight to it. Nothing much to say about this thing. Anyway, let's get this out of the way, and we'll look at this FD2. This FD2. So what's the fuss all about the FD2? Here we go. You might look it like a black car. I will actually turn on the flashlight so you can see the color better. So here we have it. Here's the FD2, which is in a purple color, a very very dark purple indeed. And I don't think the camera actually like caught the color, but in person it's actually purple. It looks a bit bluish black to me for some reason, but here's the FD2, and you can see it's basically the normal FD2 with the silver alloy wheels and all that. And here's the top. It just looks like a regular FD2, you know, Honda Civic Type R. 2002 is a 64 scale car, so it's gonna be good as always. Okay, so let's get the flashlight out of the way. And before we end this video, I want to see something with this. So you remember they also have the regular FD2, yeah? So what I'm going to do is to get this car out once again, and then we're gonna see it how it, you know, how it's gonna look on the transporter. I reckon it's gonna be very cool. Look at this. This is pretty cool. I mean, the color doesn't match. I mean, this is the, you know, the champion white color, so it's a bit more yellowish in comparison. So it doesn't look exactly right, but it is still cool to see this, you know, FD2. That's how you show up in a Honda, you know what I mean? So this month, let's get back to the silver one. And interestingly, it doesn't have the red seat. I just discovered it, because if you look on the regular FD2, they have the red seat interior. So I guess that's how you distinguish between a, you know, black box premium and the transporter premium car, maybe. So anyway, let's leave the FD2 here just because of the sake of it. So what do I think about this month's release? It is a mix of surprise and a bit disappointment, because for the disappointment, I mean, the FD2, I expected it to be, you know, more purple, because if you look at the boxing, it is quite purple, but now we have the car in person is more like black than, you know, dark purple. I mean, I understand you have to make it dark purple, it's going to be dark, you're going to be like almost black, but still I want it to be more purple-ish. So the Subaru Samba truck, very nice present for parents that have no idea for their kids. And the fair ladies, this one, the white one, is going to be my favorite. It's going to be the monthly star, the car of the month, I guess. So, and then follow up is going to be the premium mini in red color, not the green, because I think the greens can, you know, they can still work on it a bit more. So, you know, the red one is very nice, very classic. And here's the first color. It is okay. I'm not the biggest Nismo fans, so I don't know what about you guys, but please, you know, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to the channel to get more news. And, you know, feel free to type in a comment and let me know which one is your favorite. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.